Hello and welcome to another episode of Tiva Drive, and this week we are back with a 2025 Ford Mustang MachE, and this is the extended range all-wheel drive version. We'll keep this video short and sweet because there's rather minimal changes to this car. Some new colors, some changes of the interior, but in terms of the specs, it's still the same. 88 kilowatt hours usable battery. The estimated rated range is 483 kilometers. We'll tell you in a moment when we jump in to take you for a spin the results of our testing to see how realistic that is. Other than that, really not too many changes. So we're just gonna go quickly over them once we take you for a test drive. The pricing of this vehicle, of this particular version, the extended range all-wheel drive, the base price is 60 grand. You pay 4 grand for the extended range battery, about 3 grand for the Blue Cruise, Ford Blue Cruise autopilot, and there's a couple of other options like the glass sunroof is another couple of grand. So with the base price of 60 grand, this vehicle, as you see it, it's about actually 71 grand plus fees and taxes. So that's kind of very close to the Audi Q4 pricing right now as well, and it's slightly above the Chevrolet prices. Okay, so we won't show you the walk around an interior because it's basically the same. It's a carryover from previous years, and we have lots of reviews of the Ford Mach-Es from previous years. So let's just jump in, take you for a test drive, and tell you about the results of our testing. Okay, so here we are inside a 2025 slightly updated Ford Mustang Mach-E. We skipped the Mustang name. We just call it Mach-E because a lot of the Mustang owners and the traditionalists are upset about this car being called a Mustang. So we just call it Ford Mach-E to keep it easy. So the changes. The most important change on the inside is the gear shifter. Remember, if you look at our previous videos, there was a circular rotary gear shifter right here, and it's gone, which allows for more storage space here. So you have storage here, more storage in the middle here, and then two cup holders, and then the wireless phone charger here. So basically it allows for more storage, and the gear shifter, like Mercedes, like Tesla, the old Tesla previously to the facelift, it's all right here right now. And Chevy, same thing. So it's shifted from here, rotary, to here, just a regular gear shifter. So we're in drive right now already. As with previous Fords, changing drive modes is a bit of a pain because you have to go, so this is the kind of the consumption screen, the statistics screen. You have to go to the car screen, and then this is where you change the modes. Everything is done using the screen. There's still minimal buttons in the car, so everything is pretty much controlled through the center screen. We're in a normal mode. The graphics have been changed as well slightly. They are higher resolution graphics in the front. So if we put it in the drive, we're in drive right now, and we are in iPedal or one pedal driving mode. So the whisper, once we start driving, actually you will see it. Let's see if it shows up or not. There is each mode has a different graphics, so we'll show you as we take you for a test drive. The whisper has green graphics, Engage is kind of just regular white. And then you have the unbridled, which basically turns the both sides kind of in a reddish, brownish color. So let's start in the whisper. Let's take you for a quick test drive and tell you all about our experience this week with this car. So yes, this is a kind of a display has changed now all of a sudden. There must be a way to adjust it. But anyway, so let's talk about the testing on the highway mostly. We did some hypermile, but we mostly drove on the highway. Northbound on the 400, we're kind of early September, so the weather is kind of late summer weather. High teens, low 20s. On the highway with the climate on. Northbound, we use about 22 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers on the highway. And based on the 88 kilowatt hours net usable size battery, that provides you with a solid 400 kilometer range on the highway with the climate and with passengers. The rated range is, as we mentioned, 483 kilometers. So, and that mileage, according to our experience this week, can only be reached if your consumption goes down to 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And that is only mostly doable if you're doing hypermile on the side roads, driving 90 kilometers per hour. Now, on our last drive today, actually southbound on the 400, Sunday afternoon traffic, return traffic from the cottages, and keep in mind it's a stop and go, very busy, a lot of slowdowns, so it basically decreases your average speed, and we were able to achieve actually 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers on the return trip on the highway, but again, a lot of slowdowns, etc., typical busy cottage return traffic on a Sunday. So I would say that more realistically expect to be consuming around 22 on the highway, 20 to 22 on the highway, depending on your preferred speed. And then on hypermile, we never were able to kind of bring it below 18. And that's the one that provides you with the rated range of 483. In the city, we got a consumption around 16. So of course, if you're only driving the city, you can get over 500 kilometer range in the city driving. Other than that, basically the car did not change much. So as you can see, we see that the graphics here, and they are animated graphics, so they are green now for the whisper mode. If we change it to engage, they become blue. So those graphics appear after you've been driving for a while. So they are blue now in engage, and then unbridled, there we go. And they are kind of brownish. So I guess they indicate how aggressive or not you're being, or how good you are in driving this car efficiently. So those colors appear after you've been driving for a while. So yeah, let's keep it unbridled. Now we don't, we never like that propulsion sound, but for the sake of this video, we can turn it on. This car is also equipped with a Bang & Olufsen sound system. Again, you have to pay extra for that. Propulsion sound, auto hold is fine, propulsion sound. So there you go. Now you can hear that fake engine sound coming from the speakers somewhere in the back. And we are in unbridled mode. So the other change we're going to show you, demonstrate in a moment, is an improvement to the Ford Blue Cruise. So since we're actually just now entering the highway, we activate the Blue Cruise basically by this button here. Once you have the Blue Cruise activated with the auto steer button here, then every time you press the cruise control button, the car remembers that you are automatically on Blue Cruise. You don't have to two-step. You don't need two steps. You just need one step. So hopefully, last time when I drove, we were in auto cruise. So let's turn it on. Let's see if it's off, system on, lane keeping system on. Okay, so the car should recognize very quickly, and we should be able to demonstrate the Blue Cruise on. There we go. Okay, we know that the Blue Cruise is on. Okay, so there we go, and we are hands-free. So the system works on 400 series highways. Let's just decrease it slightly, and let's demonstrate that now. The lane change, if you initiate it, of course it'll do it automatically, and it's hands-free, fully hands-free. Not like unlike Hyundai, where to do the automatic lane change, you have to hold on to the wheel. The Blue Cruise will do it completely hands-free. Now, the new thing with this hands-free system is that it will initiate all by itself. When it hits another vehicle in front and there is space to the left, hopefully we can demonstrate it shortly. There we go, the vehicle is getting in our way. The car should slow down, and it should initiate a lane change, hopefully all by itself. Let's see, come on. Okay, normally it doesn't work right now for some reason, but it should, quite a few times before, it would automatically initiate a lane change. Let's do it right now. So we did it manually, but quite a few times the car on the 400 would initiate all by itself without your intervention, a lane change to the left if the vehicle in front of you is going slower, and the left lane to the left of you is free and available. It will initiate the lane change automatically, and that's the kind of the change and update to the Blue Cruise system. It will auto steer on the smaller highways and in the city, but it will ask you to take over very frequently, saying that the curve is too sharp, or some such limitations to the auto steer system, and so that kind of limits how where you can use it. So it's mostly on the 400 series highways, Gardner, QEW, Don Valley Parkway, in the city here. So the advantage of the Chevrolet GM Super Cruise is that actually that system works on a lot of side roads as well, not only the 400 series divided highways. That being said, still a great choice, competitive pricing. It's been around for a few years. It's a proven performer. There's better cars for the price range right now with newer technologies, 800 volt technologies, faster charging, etc., etc. But all in all, you can basically, if you find one in stock, and there's usually quite a few in stock, you go to a Ford dealership, you can negotiate quite a good deals on the Ford Mach-E. And again, the Blue Cruise system works very, very well. So we recommend you consider this car still, even a few years after its launch. It's still a proven performer, good car, good value. Definitely consider it when shopping around for pure electric crossover SUVs around the $60,000 to $70,000 range. So that's about it for us today. Thank you for watching. As usual, please do not forget to press the subscribe button on our channel to be informed when the next review is coming. Quite a few more pure electric, plug-in hybrid and hybrid car reviews coming to our channel very soon. And as usual, we have to thank our sponsor, Condos and Castles Realty, and you can find them at www.condosandcastles.com. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you at the next review.